Aria Partitions Installation Video.
Step 1. Mounting wall brackets. Position the wall bracket 2 inches above the finished floor. Mark the hole locations and pre-drill holes with a 5/16 inch drill bit. Insert plastic anchors and secure the bracket using 2.5 inch Torx screws.
Repeat the process at all hole locations.
Step 2. Mounting sidewall brackets and marking stall front locations. Mount the sidewall brackets using the procedure from Step 1. Snap a chalk line from the wall bracket to indicate the location of the front of the pilasters. Step 3. Mounting side panels. Install the bottom side panel into the wall bracket. The overall dimension, including brackets and pilasters, should align with the front chalk line. Pre-drill hole for screws through the opposite side using a 1/4 inch bit, and fasten using Torx head sex bolts.
Repeat the process at all hole locations.
For moderately sloped floors, the panel can be placed directly on the floor, and the continuous brackets can be used to conceal the angle. For severely sloped floors, the panel can be placed level, and the gap can be covered with a piece of trim or molding. Modular panels are then mounted on top of one another, with straight cut edges at the seams. Step 4. Connect side panels using dowel system. Mark the top edge of the bottom modular side panel 24, 36, and 48 inches from the front edge. At the marks, drill a 3/8 inch hole 7/8 inches deep at the center of the panel, keeping the drill as straight as possible. Insert 3/8 inch by 1.5 inch wooden dowels. Mark the bottom edge of the top modular side panel at 24, 36, and 48 inches and repeat the hole drilling. Align the holes and use a rubber mallet to join panels aligning the front edges. Step 5. Fastening the top side panels. Pre-drill holes through the other side with a 1/4 inch drill bit and secure with Torx head sex bolts.
Repeat the process at all hole locations.
6. Front pilaster bracket installation. Install the front pilaster bracket to the side panel. Ensure the bracket is plumb and located so the pilaster will reach the chalk line. Pre-drill holes through the other side with a 1/4 inch drill bit and secure with Torx head sex bolts.
Repeat the process at all hole locations.
Step 7. Install pilaster closest to the wall. Place the pilaster into the wall bracket according to the shop drawings. Ensure it's plumb and drill a hole through the panel using a 1/4 inch drill bit and fasten with Torx head sex bolts.
Repeat the process at all hole locations.
Step 8. Installing the edge-mounted stainless steel hinge. The same hinge is used for both in-swing and out-swing doors. In-swing doors have the knuckles on the inside, while out-swing doors will have the knuckles on the outside. Align the edge of the hinge along the edge of the pilaster 1.5 inches above the finished floor. Pre-drill 1/8 inch pilot holes 3/4 inch deep. Position the door 1 inch above the finished floor and install 1 inch Phillips head countersunk screws into each hole and ensure proper door operation. Step 9. Installing mending plates.
Install mending plates on the pilasters at the appropriate locations as described in your Quick Start guide.
Pre-drill 1/8 inch pilot holes 1/2 inch deep and insert 3/4 inch Torx screws into all the holes. Step 10. Install transom panels. Place transom panel with an 1/8 inch gap above the door, tight against the pilaster with no gap. Pre-drill 1/8 inch pilot holes 1/2 inch deep and insert 3/4 inch Torx screws into all the holes. Step 11. Installing the second pilaster. Place the pilaster in the correct spot using the transom panel as a spacer. Pre-drill 1/8 inch pilot holes a 1/2 inch deep and insert 3/4 inch torque screws into all the holes. Fasten the pilaster to the transom panel using mending plates and 3/4 inch torque screws into 1/8 inch pilot holes. Step 12. Installing pilaster angle bracket. Refer to the quick install guide for the proper locations and quantities of brackets. Mark hole location on the floor and pre-drill the holes with a 5/16 inch drill bit. Insert plastic anchors and secure the bracket using 1.5 inch torque screws. Pre-drill 1/8 inch pilot holes a 1/2 inch deep into the pilaster and insert 3/4 inch torque screws into the hole for the angle bracket. Repeat for each stall. Step 13. Headrail installation. Place the headrail over the tops of the pilaster and transom panels, making sure the headrail is fully seated over the highest point in the system. On the inside of the stall, pre-drill 3/16 inch pilot holes a 1/2 inch deep into the center of the pilaster and insert a 3/4 inch torque screw into the hole, but do not fully tighten the screw. Then go to the highest point in the system and level the headrail. Then pre-drill 3/16 inch pilot hole a 1/2 inch deep into the center of the pilaster and insert a 3/4 inch torque screw into the hole. Repeat at the center of each pilaster, drilling 3/16 inch pilot holes and fastening with 3/4 inch torque screws. Install optional trim using 1 inch brad finishing nails. The nail will be placed through the front of the trim into the plastic fronts just below the hidden headrail. Step 14. Door hardware installation. Place the template sticker on the door with the center of the largest hole being approximately 2 inches from the edge of the door. With the template in place, drill holes completely through the door with the correct size bits. Place the slide latch in position on the back side of the door. Fasten the round black plastic attachment piece and the latch pull handle using the longer countersunk screws provided. The screws engage the black plastic holes in the latch. Drill a small hole into the top screw hole of the front-facing round black attachment piece and secure with the small countersink screw. Place the square pin into the back of the indicator circle and be sure the red indication color is in the proper position to appear when the latch is in the closed position. Verify that the indicator circle is secured with the small tabs over the black plastic piece. With the remaining 2 screws, place the keeper on the adjacent surface and position so that the slide latch can engage it once it is rotated into the closed position. Step 15. Installing coat hooks. For standard stalls, install coat hooks 5 inches down from the corner opposite the hinge. For ADA doors, mount coat hooks centered on the door and a maximum of 48 inches above the finished floor. Check state and local codes for any additional height restrictions. Using a 1/2 inch stop, drill 1/8 inch pilot holes and fasten with number 10 5/8 inch T27 torque screws. Step 16. Installing door pulls and bumpers on outswing doors. Mount a bumper on the outside of the door 3 inches down from the corner opposite the hinge by drilling 1/8 inch pilot holes and fastening with 2 number 10 5/8 inch T27 torque screws. For ADA compliant outswing doors, mount door pull on the inside of the door by drilling 1/8 inch pilot holes and fastening with 2 number 8 1.5 inch countersunk screws. This completes the installation of Aria Partitions. We hope the instructions provided in this video have made for a smooth installation process for you. By following these instructions, the end result will be a highly durable system that ensures years of high privacy and high design. For more information, visit scrantonproducts.com.